Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to talk about this email that Uber had sent to everybody saying that they stand behind the black community. I'm going to straight up call BS on that, okay? Nothing against the black community, obviously, but the simple fact of Uber, what about the drivers? You can't even stand behind drivers and you expect us to believe that now you're standing behind the communities and everything else? Nope. That's a negative ghostwriter. I do not buy that at all. I believe that this is a PR stunt to try to look good in the eyes of the public. What's going on, Steven? What's going on, Lisa? Now, if you guys have not yet checked your email and seen this, it says it right in there. Uber stands with the black community. It says, let me start by saying I wish I never had to send this email. Never looks good right there. See, DoorDash did something like this, but DoorDash's email at least sounded like they actually gave to... they gave a crap. This is just like, no, he shouldn't even have done this. I wish that the lives of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and countless others weren't so violently cut short. I wish that the institutional racism and the police violence it gives rise to didn't cause their deaths. I wish all the members of our black community felt safe enough to move around their cities without fear. I wish that I didn't have to try to find words to explain all of this to my two young sons. Come on, Dara. You can BS everybody else, but you ain't gonna BS the drivers. Uber doesn't care about the drivers, never have, never will. I agree. I totally agree. Yes, people are going overboard like crazy. You didn't get that email, Greg? You might want to check again, bro. It came out to everybody. Everybody. That's right, MR. Uber deactivate drivers when the rider calls them an N-word. That's true. That is so true. And we're gonna get to all this. Let me just read this thing real quick because this pissed me off more than when I saw it. It says, before I say anything else, please allow me to say that you clearly and unequivocally Black Lives Matter. You know what? All lives matter. Everybody out there. There shouldn't be a race thing. The only color that should matter is green, because that's the color that makes the world go round. It says, many of the people who work on Uber's platforms in America are black, and some have faced racist harassment, including from law enforcement when simply trying to work. I know that many of you face racial injustice every day. This does happen all the time, guys, but you know what? If they really gave two craps, maybe they would hear the driver's side of things. You ever think of that? And has anybody ever really thought about that? They want to try to say this, they're caring about, Black Lives Matter and everything else. Well, I'm sure a lot of black folks out there that have gotten false reports on them, did they care then? No, they didn't. All right, and now to see this email just really pissed me off. Now, they want to support their organizations and everything else. Hey, that's great. You know what I'm saying? People need help. But to try to write some crap like this and act like you give two craps, nah, that ain't gonna fly. It says, and while as a company we pride ourselves on providing access to flexible work, no matter the color of your skin, we also know that there are situations where we have fallen short in supporting you, like every damn day. Right now, most of all, I want to know we have your back. You ain't never had our back. You ain't never had our back. Now all of a sudden, you have our back. Come on now. This week has given me hope that change is possible, and I want Uber to be part of that change. That is why we're making a number of commitments that we will hold up, not just this week, but years to come. I call BS on that as well. As soon as all this is done, everything will be right back to the way it was. It will. We are committed to driving lasting change through criminal justice reform. On Sunday, we announced a $1 million donation to the Equal Justice Initiative and Center for Police Equity to support their important work in making racial justice in America more than just a promise. We are committed to supporting the black community. As a starting point, we will use Uber Eats to promote black-owned restaurants. It should be small businesses. Everybody that's not corporate is who these people should be helping support as well. You know what I'm saying? Not just the black-owned restaurants. I'm glad they are going to help them, but they need to help everybody. All the restaurants, and let's face it, guys, they're really only helping themselves. That's all it really is, because I don't know if anybody knows this, but they charge the restaurants out, through the roof. So they're not really helping on that. We will cover the cost to provide discounted rides to black-owned small businesses who have been hit hard by COVID-19 to help in their recovery. Now, they should be helping everybody. If they're going to do this, they should help all the communities, all the small businesses who have been hit hard by this, not just one select people just to try to make themselves look good. It says, we are committed to building a community that treats everyone equally and respectfully, but we're only going to cover the cost to provide discounted rides to Black-owned small businesses. That's just wrong in my opinion. They should be helping all the businesses that are small out there if they're going to say they want everyone to be treated equally and respectfully. We do not tolerate discrimination, harassment, or racism on our platform as outlined in our community guidelines. We will hold everyone accountable to these standards of basic human decency, including when customers treat you with disrespect. Come on now, guys. How many times have you ever had to report on them and they didn't care? They didn't say anything at all. They were like, oh, we just won't pair you with those people again. That's all they did. That's all they say. I sent an email earlier today respectfully asking Uber riders and Uber Eats customers who are not willing to abide by these rules to delete our apps. Yeah, right. You're telling them to delete the apps? I don't buy that for 1 second. Because you know what? If they were actually committed to helping drivers or anything else in this aspect, they would make passengers, Uber Eats customers, everybody that uses platforms provide real names and pictures so that way these people can be held accountable for on anything that happens at all whatsoever. But they don't. So for them to actually sit there and say, we're telling people to delete the app if they can't be, decent human beings, get out of here. Let's face it, guys, it's all a business, and all this is just a big PR stunt. It says, we are committed to improving independent work in America, as we know that racial justice is also rooted in economic security. The status quo isn't good enough. That's why we're fighting for policies that will let you choose independent work while strengthening your financial safety net, so that you and your loved ones have protection if you are injured on the job or get sick. We have more to do here, and we're committed to working with you and policymakers to make that a reality. You see where they try to slip in there? They're trying to fight policies to help you choose independent work. They said they want to make you an independent contractor, basically, with the whole AB5 thing going on in California. But that's still not helping drivers. It's not helping anybody right there. All they're trying to do is help themselves so they don't have to pay more in taxes, so that way their bottom dollar does not get messed up. And there you go. That's a great question right there, Brains. How would Uber know if the business is Black-owned? That is a damn good question. I would like to know that. What, do they have a list? Come on now, guys. Like I said, it's just all big BS PR stunt. It says, I want to express my deepest gratitude to those of you who continue to help move essential workers, bring people food, and support our communities during this difficult time. Thank you for everything you're doing, and please stay safe. Daro Kamikaze, CEO. Of course he wants to thank everybody because he's still getting that big fat paycheck. And without all of you out there, they ain't going to be making it. They can't help support anybody. They can't help do anything. What's going on, Cash? So what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think? Uber lies. They don't care about drivers. They don't care about nobody. Uber equals bastards. That's right. Dreadlock Wonder. Black Lives Matter. That's right. All lives matter, though, bro. I appreciate that $5, but all lives matter in retrospect. And let's face it, guys. I mean, for those that watch me here, we are here in America. We are American. It should be really American lives matter as well, because damn, all we're doing is fighting ourselves and hurting ourselves, and it ain't doing anybody any good. All right. I know everyone's pissed off and, upset about everything that's happening, and then the COVID-19 lockdown, and everyone's like, they just want to lose their minds. But come on, guys. The reality of things is things are going to hell, and people aren't happening anything. They're not. People aren't helping right now. They're just trying to be politically correct, jumping on the BLM train. That's right, Alex. I honestly do believe that. They help themselves. What do you mean? That is true. Kindness first, safety second. Sorry, OSHA. Yeah. That's how they go. American lives matter. We have to get back to the basics of what is true in people's hearts. But in the end, guys, all lives matter. Everybody's life matters, okay? Like I don't like to even talk about politics and everything else, but yeah, what those cops did, that's what those cops did. They deserve to take the responsibility, not everybody else. Why don't I see a GoFundMe page for any of these people? That's what people really should be trying to do, is throw up some GoFundMe pages if they cared the most, so that way you can help these families out as well as, protesting, trying to get things to change. But change ain't never going to come easy. And with people rioting and looting and everything else, it's just a big shit show. And the messages out there are getting lost. But that's what I want to see. I want to see some freaking GoFundMes for these people. Help them out. I want to see Uber and all these other companies help their drivers and people out instead of saying they support this and support that. And they're spending millions of dollars to help these organizations. Do they not realize too, though? I mean, these organizations could also be corrupt. That's not really helping the people. You know what I'm saying? Give it back to the people. But that's just my opinion and my little rant right there. You guys let me know. What do you think about this? You think Uber or all these companies actually care? Or is this just another PR stunt? They're trying to all look good in the eyes of, you know, America or the world. So that way people forget about the little things about, you know, like how they treat their drivers, how they treat their actual employees. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell you guys, have those backups to backups, guys. And with all the riots, they ranked the second round of stimulus. There ain't going to be no second round of stimulus checks with all the riots and everything destroyed now. You know what I'm saying? And I know people even sent me tons of pictures where these random pavers were just sitting everywhere in these areas where the protesting was going to go down. So it was like tempting people. And people, you know, they fell for it and they picked up that stuff and destroyed everything else just to what? To profit? You know what I'm saying? Trying to steal some things. Like, who's stealing cell phones? You can't do nothing with a stolen cell phone. I mean, stuff like that's just stupid. If they were going to be doing anything like that, I mean, you hit up the food place, grab food. Food's what you need. But, yeah. We know it's the PR event, the way of the world. That's right. That is exactly it, guys. We need change. It's a step in the right direction. I mean, we definitely need change. We definitely do. And people want to, you know, just point the fingers and blame everybody else. You know whose fault it was? It was the cops that do this stupid stuff. It was their fault. Not all cops. Not all people. You know what I mean? You can't condemn an entire race or organization and everything else just from the actions of the few. You just can't do that. All right? Not everybody's bad. Certain people are bad, and they need to be dealt with accordingly. That's just how it should go. And the 6,700 people Uber fired don't matter. That's right, Gus. To them, they didn't matter then. You know what I'm saying? And they've spent all this other money. They tried to buy Grubhub. They're trying to do other things. They had money to keep those people. They just didn't care because it didn't go with their agenda. That's just how it goes. But all right, guys, let me know what you guys think down below. If you agree with me, this is all BS PR stunt. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. As always, check the description below for extra information and tips. Keep doing your thing. Try to get your money. Definitely above all, guys, stay safe and start thinking about those backup plans. And well, as always, guys, until next time, do your thing or follow the masses. All right, guys, peace out.